Behind my back, you laughing.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go again. Here we go. Under 10, under 10, 10.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 43. Good.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready? 50, Mike, 50. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Go.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. So now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back. Over. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check.
Here's Murray from midfield. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
No. Okay, 56.
To throw, it's Murray. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Fitzgerald hauling it in for Murray. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Murray now on 1st down. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again, Murray. There goes a deep ball into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. But he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, team. 40. Stop me around deck. Check 31.
To throw is Wilson. Looking deep for Jennings. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Gary Jennings, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We're ready. Come on, Pittsburgh. Come on. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go. Johnny Wolf. 6. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. That's it. 56.
From the 44, Murray. It's caught by Crabtree. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Set. 56 yard. 54. Let's go, D. Check. Fresno. Echo.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Murray now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he whips that one incomplete there. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Mike's 50. Get this worm on. Mike's 50.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. The young buck finding the veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on August 7th. And on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36. But these two guys like each other, and it shows on the field. Murray now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Give me that ball. Defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Murray now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Crabtree, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's make these babies cry. Mike 35, Mike 35. What? That. 35 to Mike. Stop your whining.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
35 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Lockett, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selecting running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the 2nd round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
Go.
Now Wilson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Mike 50. Pick it up.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike 50. Army. Mike's 50. Let's go, D. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
First down, Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They give to Johnson going right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Murray going to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Here it comes.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 27-yard line.
Green 80. You're not ready. Check 37. Check 37. 19. One left. One left. One. Shoot.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Good. 43 is the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Good.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
14.
On 1st down. Carson, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check, 23. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, alert 3. Go. Kill. 66, bullet, half.
They run again with Carson. And some space here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Wilson on the keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Grenade! 43!
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Good shot!
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Well, several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. Murray now on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Running from the gun, Johnson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
It's a gain of 29. And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
50's the mic. 50. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Murray now on first down. This is caught. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
From the shotgun, Wilson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. 56 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
What? Lady! 43 for Mike. Come on. Come on. Check. 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 One foot.
Here's Penny. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. They'll run it with Johnson. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Throwing now is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They're down by 5. They've got to go for it here on fourth down.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike 56.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Check, 43. Check, 43. Here we go, D. 14, got it.
Penny, the first down carry, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Watch twist. Look for signal.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, we got Mike 50.
50. Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike 50. Here we go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Now Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Murray to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Andy Isabella. Incomplete. Results in a fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Murray and company going for it on fourth. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. On first down, it's Carson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew.
Time to bring the base bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make plans. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Hey, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bossy. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no bombing. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the strand. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bag, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts, cause the money low, I'ma grind from man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an A. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah.